All right, welcome to Booze and Views. I'm John Shrek McPhee, the Sheriff of Baghdad. I am drinking, check this out, 4-grain straight bourbon, a special finish series, straight bourbon whiskey finished in cognac casks. Look at that plastic still on it. Ooh. I don't even know if I can get it open. I hope this is good, all this work already. I should have already been drinking it. Hey, who puts childproof plastic on a booze bottle? What? Sometimes you gotta use your teeth. All right. Woo. Let it breathe. Smells tasty. Ooh. Perfect pour. Delicious. Get them fruit nodes, a little caramel taste on the front of your tongue. Absolutely no heat to it at all. Man, it's been in my cabinet for a long time. I didn't even know it was good. Let's just enjoy for a second. Woo, delicious. Woo. All right, so world's still a crazy place. I think it's gonna get crazier, so I'm just gonna say that real quick. I think it's gonna get worse here in the next, I don't know how many days, whatever. It's kind of crazy, right? Like, one of the things that I don't understand for all this, and I'll back up a little bit, is during the protests in the summer, what I don't understand is the protesters burned out businesses, right, and ran, small business out of town, making all business, big business, make a ton more money, making the gap between, the rich and everyone else bigger than it has been in history, right? But what I don't understand is these mayors that, looked the other way for the rioters. DC was burning in the summer, no one cared. Now that the Capitol building has, whatever happened to the Capitol building the other day, like, this is a travesty, right? But, earlier this year, they burned down St. John's Church, and, they're so brave, right? I don't even understand that. But so they burn out all these businesses. They mess with other Americans is what they're doing, right? They trash other Americans' property. And they don't even care what those Americans think, feel, who they are, what they do. They don't even care their political party, right? You're near my riot, I'm gonna burn and break your shit and steal your shit. And that's just how it works. And there's no outrage for that. But they're just harming other Americans. And what I don't understand is, as a mayor, you allow this to happen. You tell the police to stand down. You got Kamala Harris and AOC bailing people out of jail. And what I don't understand is, okay, those small businesses pay tax money to the city, right? And I bet small business brings in more tax money than probably private people, right? And I would say small business probably bring in more tax money than the rioters and looters, right? So what I don't understand is, when are these mayors gonna feel the crunch when, they're not taking in the money they thought they were gonna take? And how long do you depend on the federal government, right? I think all of this is a ploy to crash the economy, just my 2 cents. I don't understand how a mayor doesn't empower the police to protect the small businesses so they can take in more tax money, right? Is it just me? Am I crazy here? So I feel like Americans don't always voice their opinion. They may not always vote, right? But they definitely vote with their wallets, right? And we're kind of in the moment, and I don't think we've seen the second, third, fourth, fifth order effects of the money, right? Because, here's the deal. what, 20-30% of all small businesses have closed down because of COVID and rioting, right? And then if Sleepy Joe takes over, we're going to be locked down again, right? So it's going to kill the rest of the business that have been lucky to survive this far. But we're talking about tax dollars. You're taking in less tax dollars. All these cities to the federal government, you're taking in less tax dollars, right? So you're going to double everybody's tax, right? But, even though Amazon doesn't pay any tax because they got lawyers and they know the game, right? And Walmart and all these guys, they're getting richer than ever. They're not paying any tax. They're not going to ask them to pay more tax. They're going to go after the middle guy who just survived the protest, just survived COVID, just survived the lockdown, and they're going to double his tax. They're going to raise his employee taxes, right? Look, gas is going to go back up to $4 or $5 a gallon like it was under Obama, right? Milk's going to cost more. All these big companies are going to raise prices on everything for you, right? But yet, here we are trying to pay it, but we're going to be paying in less money because you ruined most of us, and you're going to be paying out more. How long is that going to last? And then what I really want to know is I feel like we're in the moment to where we haven't seen the effects of Americans voting with their wallet. Like, I think we've just seen the tip of the iceberg because we're still in the moment, but Facebook and Twitter are down $51 billion. I can tell you this, if I was on the board of director and fucking pothead Jack Dorsey was spouting off some crazy shit, I get it, you're in charge, but you're losing me money. How long are we gonna run like this? Twitter lost billions, so did the Facebook, right? And I think we're going to see this. And look, you want to get at these guys? Don't support anything they do, right? Don't support Facebook, Instagram, right? Look, Amazon took down Parler. Don't buy shit from Amazon. I know it's convenient. I know you like it, but there's got to be another way. Got to be another way. Vote with your wallet. And this is when these guys are going to really feel the effects. And they're going to feel effects until they're irrelevant or they have no more power because they lost it all because they wanted to fucking play games. All you got to do is, if no one's breaking the law, don't worry about it. Poland just passed a law. I think it's like $2.2 million if Facebook censors. If Facebook takes something that doesn't break Polish law off of Facebook, they're fining them every time $2.2 million. I don't think it's steep enough. And I think, there should be laws where if they try to censor you at all, right? They should be fined millions of dollars, right? Hit them in the wallet. This is the best way. So I still think, time's going to tell, but what we're going to see is the economy is going to go to shit. You can't do all this. It's a yo-yo effect. The stock market runs off stability, right? Great. Everyone's lockstep. Big tech, the Democrats, they're lockstep against all the patriots. How long is that going to last? Because the patriots are the ones actually paying the bills for this country. How long are we going to keep paying these fuckers to fuck us over? Right? And that's really what I'm curious about is the money more than anything, because the money's the root of all evil. That's why we want to secure power, right? You want to be rich, be a politician. Over the past, 200 years in America, we've created this political elite class, and these guys are just grafting shit. Ukraine gets $1 billion, Sleepy Joe's family gets 100 million. China gets billions, they take billions back, right? They've been, this is why they want these pet projects. This is why, we got to give money to Pakistan. Yeah, because you're going to get a fucking kickback, right? So I think we're starting to see some of this. And, I really feel like there's two things. One is we haven't seen the full effects of the money. And I think two is, right, the Revolutionary War was fought over people not being heard more than taxes or money. And I think both of those things have been met right now. Having said that, I'm just curious on where this is going to go. You know what I mean? I would tell you all, just be cool. I think the fireworks are about to happen. It should be interesting, right? Like, I think they came out, Trump's going to declassify Obamagate, all the documents. You're going to see exactly what these people do, right? So I don't know what's happening in the next few weeks, but I'm going to tell you every time we sit down like this, it just gets, I don't know about better, but definitely more interesting. Oh, shit. Okay, so having said that, we're going back old school, right? If you want to watch Booze and News, we're going to do an email list. I get it. You don't like spam, but check this out. If you don't have a voice, how are you going to hear this? If I don't have a voice, I'm just waiting for them to take it down, right? They're going to get rid of me, right? Because I don't agree with everything they do. I'm not violent. I'm not anything, right? I'm just an old retired guy drinking in his kitchen, but they don't want to hear it. Right? So eventually I'm going to come down too. So what I would tell you guys is we're going back old school, right? Go to the website, sign up for the email list. We're sending out newsletters, right? And even if we got to go to paper copies, we're gonna. It's old school. I get it, but at least we ain't got to worry about being censored, right? Or deplatformed or any of that. Remember, it's my opinion. I'm probably wrong. It's not the news you need. It's the news you deserve. Cheers, guys.